Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, and this is a 16 by 20 inch canvas that I think you probably just saw part one of. It's been in my studio since January 23rd, and it is now March 7th or 8th, I don't know. Anyway, I have acetate cards, and no matter how much I try and love it, it doesn't look finished to me. So I'm sure somebody loves it, but it's not me. And I'm going to take some of my turquoise with iridescent pearl fine gold from golden in it, and I'm going to take some of my other colors and I'm going to just play fast and loose with paint for a few minutes and see if I can come up with some color combinations that make me happy. That was the Venetian blue. This is a purple I made out of Artist Loft metallic and probably added a little something too. These are my acetate cards. Sans dog hairs, please. I'm going to find a side that isn't going to... I'm going to dip that first. Then squish it till I know I have coverage. Really tempted to add some green gold in here too. And if I want cells, I'm going to have to use some Meeden. In the meantime, I think I'm going to use that color right over on the end. I have all kinds of colors that I love, including some of the Hot Orchid from Color Art that I think I'm going to use a little tiny bit of right in with my card. Because I Can, the name of my book, on the Amazon link underneath the link tree. You've heard this before. It's right next to my second book called Unlimited Possibilities, which is what I'm kind of hoping for. To expand my possibilities. And I like to take the paint on the card and some other paint, and that's what I'm going to do again. That's some Anita's White Metallic. This is some electric blue from Arteza. It's a metallic also. This is my Folk Art Neon Purple that I have added iridescent pearl fine to. And honestly, at this point, I don't really care if I don't get cells. I just want something more than I had. And I do have some nice cells, and I will deal with the center, but I like the gold cells already. I wonder if I should put a little more gold in there. Nope. Okay, let's be good. Let's use something that's unexpected. That's the Anita's White Metallic with some pink added to it. I don't think it matters what pink, but I use the neon and not a whole lot of it. What is that thing that's preventing my card from sliding all the way down? I have a new turntable. It doesn't make noise, but it does turn when it's not supposed to. So far, I'm not unhappy. I'm just not happier yet. And I'm just going to keep experimenting with ways to add things. And I think I'm going to add my turquoise color shift from Folk Art, especially since it's open. Just a little dab of that will do me. It's very tempting to think about putting some of that Meeden paint right at the top of one of these. And using the paint that's on my card to pull down with. And that doesn't really bother me. I like it. It's definitely a work in progress, and it could take as long or longer than something else. I think I like these staggered. Yeah, and we're going to get some cells too. I'm just going to put it right back up through all of it. And use the residuals on my card. Part of me just wants to put colors in a dish and then drag them. Drag the swipe card right through them. So every time I put a little more paint on the canvas and use what's on the card, those things mix. And I'm beginning to wonder if it's the center that's bothering me more than anything. But overall, it was the whole thing, basically. So I'm wondering what I should do in the center, and I'm thinking to myself, to do whatever I feel like doing. Might include making marks, not worrying about pulling anything. Or once I get to a point where I like what I have, I might decide I want to pull it. Being called to a little bit of magenta, which I wasn't working with, but it doesn't mean I can't. Let's try some of that. Let's just keep using this as a whole experimental playground. That was the Venetian blue. And the magenta is a quinacridone magenta from Golden, but it has a lot of iridescent pearl fine in it. Let's just put it all in there and see what happens. I'm getting to the point where I'm thinking that I just want to put some white in. And that's what I'm going to do. That was the Anita's metallic again. And I really do like mixing these things up. That was the color shifting turquoise from Folk Art. If I lay it down in, then I have good coverage and I can come back again. I think it has to be a lot more extremely weird to make me happy. Which may include traveling over some of that gold. Took me a while to get the nerve up, but I think that's what has to happen, for me at least. And if they turn out to be Eastery colors, that's okay too. And maybe not as uniform as far as the points go, but I just made a good point, so I don't know that that's necessarily true. So I'm really liking this side a lot, which means that things are going well. And maybe I should have turned my card around so I could have it go both directions. But I kind of like it the one direction, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to spread the colors around where they feel like they should go to me. And then when I have enough color on my card again, I will put down the residuals somewhere else. I want some more of that hot orchid. Which is fun. Oh, shoot. Which is funny because I don't have that much of it on the other side. And now I have an awful lot of it because I was not paying attention. But you know what? I can do something about that right now by picking it up on my card and using it everywhere. Probably could have left a little more gold. I could probably put a little gold in there if I wanted to, but it's not bothering me the way it is either. I gotta be a lot more careful of what I do with that hot orchid. But I used it all up, so I guess I'm safe now. I want some of that right on the tip of that card. And I don't want any on the tile. Now I've got smaller wedges. Oh, I could have gone in the other direction. I could still do that. I know I have some, oh there it is, some other hot orchid mixed up. It's not the hot orchid I just used, because the hot orchid I just used has just water in it, which means it will dry nice and metallic. This is not that. I want some black there. I don't know what I'm going to do with the center. It's basically becoming a whole new painting, which is okay with me. I got no problem with that at all. It's a whole city all pointed in the same direction. I guess I'm going for the center. Do I want some blue in there? I kind of do. I want some of everything, actually. That's the purple from Artist Loft that was metallic with some... I think I added a little bit of blue unicorn spit in there. And now that I've got this pink back, I might as well just use it. The question is, how much white, if any white, do I want? I think I'm just going to be taking a big risk here. Moving right across, even into the center. I hope it doesn't look horrible. The gold is the only thing that looks uniform to me now. Go figure. Just a little pressure on the card is all I'm using. Well, I like that better. I think I could probably keep moving out into the gold, but I don't think that it's... I like the lack of uniformity in the design inside the design, but I like the crystalline structure otherwise. And the only thing I'm thinking is that I could have used some more black. Because I want the eye to jump from that side to this side. And I think in order to do that, I'm going to have to add some black. Or maybe mute this one down a little bit. That's a better idea. I don't want to have to keep adding black. Having the turntable spin is not that convenient. I'm used to the other one, but it made a really obnoxious racket after a while, so had to go. I will try some WD-40. I know you guys want to help me out. I gotta find it first. Okay, so this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, thinking I'm almost done and that there's 92,000 subscribers. Thank you all for subscribing, and hopefully you'll share my videos, because only a few hundred people at a time seem to be watching, and that's not very helpful for keeping my channel going. But if you do want to help keep my channel going, watching longer is a big assistance. Watching when the notifications come out works very well. Watching or sharing works great. Checking out my playlists is helpful. I have over 1,900 videos. 1,800 of them are on 18 lists of 100. And also by topic and genre, and you can find them by going to playlists, all playlists, created playlists on my YouTube channel. I'm actually much happier with this, and I managed to use up 20 minutes, which is okay. And I'm going to tell you guys, thank you guys for all the donations that have helped keep me painting all this time. Thank you for the wonderful comments that keep my morale boosted. I'm much happier with the center with just that little bit of white showing through. And if I need to dab something out with my finger, I'm going to do that too. So, the gold still shows, but the colors pop, and it's not dominating anymore, and I'm really happy that you guys joined me. And if you're newly subscribed, please be welcome. If you've been here for a while, thank you so much for still being here. And if you're not subscribed, please join us. We'd love to have you. I wonder about that. Okay, I got something to move the eye around, so I'm okay with that. So I have a link tree under the video, and my Amazon link where you can shop at no added cost to you that helps me buy art supplies is on it, along with Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links. My Facebook groups are Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group for Students, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, Totes, and more for shopping, Pixels.com and Fine Art America. They are also on the link tree. And Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, fans and collectors, where the albums are. If you guys are interested in an artwork, my email address is the best way to contact me. It's underneath Show More, underneath the link tree, underneath the video. It's easpb and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com. I do give classes at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. If you purchase a painting, you help the studio survive. If you're interested in winning a painting, there are prizes included in the exhibition video on the end screen of every video for the monthly drawing that's held at the end of the month. And if you want to be in that drawing, you will be automatically entered should you happen to contribute through PayPal or Patreon. The icons are on the bottom right-hand corner of my YouTube channel banner, and the links are on the link tree. I told you about Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links. I think I told you about almost everything except for the Teespring clothing, and the fact that if you find the hashtag and the file number in the title of a video, and you want to see that artwork created as all-over print leggings or all-over print t-shirts, or even to buy as a reproduction, just ask me and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Please don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you so much for all you do for me. You guys, you mean the world to me. I love you so much. Thank you very much for being here. Bye for now. Priscilla out.